Slide 1, title slide, Assessment and Teaching Learning Cycle in Early Childhood Education. Hi everyone, today I will be talking about the crucial role of assessment in the teaching learning cycle within early childhood education. This presentation will explore three main types of assessment, how they link to the EYLF version 2.0 and the graduate teacher standards, and how they shape our teaching practice to better support children's growth and development. Slide 2, Introduction. Assessment is more than just measuring outcome. It helps us truly understand each child's development journey. It aligns with the Early Years Learning Framework version 2.0 or EYLF 2.0 and the Graduate Teacher Standards, both of which emphasize responsive evidence-based teaching. There are three primary types of assessment that we use: diagnostic, formative, summative. These provide valuable insight into children's learning and growth. Though the teaching learning cycle, assessment allow us to observe, reflect, and adapt our teaching in a continuous loop. Slide 2, Introduction. Assessment is more than just measuring outcome. It helps us truly understand each child's development journey. It aligns with the Early Years Learning Framework version 2.0 or EYLF 2.0 and the Graduate Teacher Standards, both of which emphasize responsive evidence-based teaching. There are three primary types of assessment that we use: diagnostic, formative, summative. These provide valuable insight into children's learning and growth. Though the teaching learning cycle, assessment allow us to observe, reflect, and adapt our teaching in a continuous loop. Slide 3. Three main approaches to assessment. Let's break down the three types of assessment. Number 1, diagnostic assessment. It is used before starting a learning experience. It helps identify what a child already knows. For example, observing a child's interaction with music or sensory tools before introducing a new activity gives us a baseline. Number 2, formative assessment. It's ongoing. It informs how we adjust our teaching in real time. For instance, during a sound exploration activity, we may notice a child responding more to rhythm than melody, guiding us to tailor our next steps. Number 3, summative assessment. It happens at the end of an experience. It shows what the child has learned. This might involve reflecting, drawing, or discussion about a music session, helping us evaluate the impact of our teaching. Slide 4, the teaching learning cycle. The teaching learning cycle is central to early childhood education. It's a reflective, ongoing process with 6 stages. Number 1, observe. Watch how children behave and interact. Number 2, analyze. Identify learning progress and needs. Number 3, document. Capture learning through notes or photos. Number 4, plan. Design activities based on your analysis. Number 5, implement. Carry out the planned learning experiences. Number 6, reflect. Think about what worked and what did not and adjust accordingly. This cycle ensures our practice remains child-focused and informed by real data. Slide 5, Teaching Practice and EYLF v2.0. The EYLF v2.0 provides both outcomes and principles that guide our assessment and teaching. Key outcomes include: Outcome 1, children develop a strong sense of identity. Outcome 3, children's well-being is supported. Outcome 4, confidence as learners. Outcome 5, becoming effective communicators. And the guiding principles like holistic learning, responsive teaching, and play-based approaches shape how we design learning based on assessment. Slide 6, Graduate Teacher Standards. Assessment also connects directly with the Graduate Teacher Standards, particularly Standard 1, Know Students and How They Learn. Assessment helps us differentiate and personalize instructions. Standard 3, Plan and implement effective teaching. Assessment data ensure lessons and responsive and inclusive. Standard 5, Assess, provide feedback, and report on learning. This includes both formative and summative feedback. For example, a teacher might adjust a music lesson after noticing through the formative assessment that children engage better with group instruments than solo play. Slide 7. Modifying teaching practice. Why is this important? Because evaluation leads to better teaching. By interrupting assessment data, we see what works and what does not. We use feedback from families to fill in the gaps from home learning. If, for example, a sensory activity is too challenging for a group, we can change materials or pacing. This makes our programming more accessible and engaging. Slide 8. Review of assessment strategies. Let's review some tools we use in assessment. Observations. Watching and recording children's actions. Checklists. Tracking specific skills. Portfolios. Collecting work sample over time. These strategies help us reflect on how learning experience contribute to EYLF outcomes. For instance, a music activity might show us whether children are building confidence or expressing emotions through movement and sound. Slide 9. Continuous improvement through feedback. Feedback is key to continuous improvement. By combining assessment data and parents or carer input, we shape more effective plans. Say a music activity builds self expression but lacks social interaction. Next time, we might incorporate group drumming or dancing. The key is flexibility, being responsive and ready to adapt based on what we learn through assessment. Slide 10. Conclusion. To conclude, number 1. Assessment is ongoing and essential for understanding and supporting children's learning. Number 2. The teaching learning cycle ensures that teaching remains responsive and informed. Number 3. The EYLF V2.0 and graduate teacher standards guide our reflective and inclusive teaching practices. Number 4. Continuous evaluation and feedback allows us to better meet each child's needs. Slide 11. References. Before I finish, the sources provided are the key references that have informed this presentation and support the assessment practices and frameworks. These sources offer valuable guidance and research into effective assessment and teaching practices in early childhood education. Thank you for listening.